It was the start of the holiday season, just 4 days before Christmas. On the evening of December 21st, 1988, Pan Am Flight 103, a Boeing 747 named the Clipper Maid of the Seas, was on a routine journey. It started in Frankfurt, Germany, stopped at London Heathrow, and was now on its way to its final destination, New York's JFK International Airport. On board were 259 people, families, students heading home for the holidays, and business travelers. This flight was an icon of luxury air travel, but it was about to become a symbol of global vulnerability. Everything appeared perfectly normal as it climbed into the night sky. At 7:02 p.m., just 31 minutes after takeoff, the massive aircraft was cruising at 31,000 feet over the small, quiet Scottish town of Lockerbie. Then, in an instant, everything changed. A destructive device, hidden inside a radio cassette player packed into a suitcase in the forward cargo hold, detonated. It was a calculated act of malice, designed to explode at cruising altitude. The force of the explosion tore a huge hole in the side of the fuselage, causing the nose section to rip away immediately. The rest of the aircraft broke apart violently as it plunged towards the ground. Witnesses on the ground described a massive fireball streaking across the night sky, followed by a series of colossal explosions as wreckage rained down on their town. The impact on Lockerbie was devastating. The plane's main sections crashed across the town and the surrounding countryside, but the wing section, still loaded with thousands of gallons of fuel, slammed into a residential street. It created an enormous crater and obliterated several homes in a massive fireball. The human toll was horrific. All 259 passengers and crew on board were killed. Tragically, 11 residents of Lockerbie were also killed on the ground. A total of 270 innocent lives were lost in what remains the deadliest act of terrorism in UK history. The investigation that followed was one of the largest and most complex criminal inquiries ever undertaken. British and American authorities worked meticulously to reconstruct the plane and trace the origin of the bomb. Their groundbreaking forensic work eventually led them to conclude that the bombing was carried out by agents of the Libyan intelligence service. Years later, one man, Abdelbasseh al-Megrahi, was convicted for his role in the attack. The bombing exposed massive security gaps in international airports, especially concerning how unaccompanied luggage was screened and transferred between flights. The Lockerbie bombing was a defining moment. It was a brutal wake-up call that proved the skies were vulnerable to geopolitical violence. This single criminal act forced a fundamental and permanent overhaul of airport security protocols worldwide, ushering in the stringent screening measures we all experience today. Pan Am Flight 103 is forever remembered not as an accident, but as a chilling act of mass murder that permanently altered air travel security. For those of us fascinated by these incredible complex cases, the sheer scale of this investigation is compelling. If you enjoy diving deep into the details, connecting the dots, and exercising your inner detective, you might enjoy some of the other ways we engage with the true crime and mystery genre on this channel. You can check out some books that cover this story in incredible detail. You'll find a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story important, please like, share, and subscribe.